In the quiet of the night,
ladies,
hear a whisper in the
gentlemen,
a fragile tone that pulls me
welcome
gently
to the
through
Guitar
the fire.
Podcast.
Every chord remembers you.
Every chord remembers
Every
you.
note becomes a name.
Every note becomes your
I'm
name.
reaching through the frequencies, but nothing sounds the same. I feel the air around me.
Do you feel it?
Like a truth I
Do you feel the electric guitar? The amp on the stage exploding. The crowd going wild. The smoke effect. Do you feel it? Or do you go through life not knowing why? Ladies and gentlemen, I need you to buckle up. I need you to get ready. I need you to get athletic, because we're about to begin the most exciting guitar podcast ever. Start the clock.
The world is made of silver strings and unresolved desires. I chase the tone that once was yours through broken amplifiers. You fade into the reverb, but I still can't let it win. I hear you in the distance, pulling me again. I feel the air around me tremble like a truth I can't let go. A spark inside the silence calling me back home. I'm falling through the echoes where the shadows start to glow. And every sound you leave behind is the one I can't outgrow. Oh, Mr. Sorenzo, your voice is in the undertow. I'm rising, but I'm sinking in the echoes.
Ladies and gentlemen, some viewers might ask, where is the guy? I need you to understand that this is a pre-recorded intro. Very important that you recognize that.
Hold me in the static, guide me through the dark. Every fading memory still reaches for my heart. I'm falling through the echoes, still searching for your glow. And every wave that crashes in reminds me where to go. Oh, Mr. Sorenzo, I'm lost inside your overflow. I'm standing, but I'm drifting in the echoes. Echoes of Sorenzo. Plug in the power, feel the voltage rise. Neon lightning, sparks in my eyes. Fingers on the fretboard, volume high. I'm the glitch in the system you cannot find. Crowds buzzing like a circuit overload. One strum and the whole damn room explodes. Heads are buzzing from the head, banging mosh pit flows. But I'm just getting started. Watch me flow. Ooh, baby, baby. Ooh, baby, baby. Ooh, baby, baby. Ooh, baby, baby. Electric in my veins, supercharged, but I'm still unchained. Screw classical players, let them fade. 'Cause I set the stage on fire. Shredding through the chaos like a neon blade. Boss mode riffs in a pixel arcade. Smoke rising from the amp on stage. I get you all far higher. Can you feel it? Static rising, synthesizing.
Ooh, baby. Baby, baby.
In this sound.
Ooh, baby, baby.
Watch me break the meter. Take it deeper. Turn it up. Turn it up. Ooh, baby, baby.
Ladies, gentlemen. Ooh, baby, 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 baby. Ladies, gentlemen, welcome to the Guitar Podcast. I am your host with the most, Mr. Sorenzo. Ooh, baby, baby. How's everybody doing? Happy Saturday or Sunday, depending on where you are in this world. Ladies and gents, I gotta tell you something. We are in the mood today. We really are in the mood today because the stream today is going to be muy atléticamente. First, we're going to talk about the new Mason guitar, which kind of looks like a pedal board at this point. We're going to talk about that. Then, we're going to talk about the new Kiesel. A new model for Kiesel is out. And the look, the shape, looks extremely familiar. We're going to talk about that. Then we're going to talk about one of my old school favorite guitars. That was one of the first guitar shapes I ever actually saw when I was really young. We're going to talk about that. And then we're going to finish the job with a nice little new LTD guitar that is kind of athletic. We like it. We like it a lot. And then we're going to finish it up with that. So when I tell you that this stream is going to be athletic, I am telling you the truth. Let's get the party started. Ladies and gentlemen, let's do this. I mean, what more can I say here? I mean, what more do you want? Pause the music. Let's play something a little bit more mellow, shall we? Zuhair says... And then Zuhair says... You really enjoyed that pre-recorded intro, didn't you, Zuhair? Like, how do I read that as a comment? What do I do with that? What do you want me to do with that, Zuhair? Let's be honest here. How you doing, brother? You good? How's your week? Did you have a good week this week? This is the thing, man. I got to tell you guys. By the way, while I'm loading the backing tracks, I got to tell you guys something really fun. So yesterday, I went to the Cradle of Filth show in Melbourne. So Devil Drivers and Cradle of Filth are touring, and they were here in the land down under yesterday. And it was amazing. It was a really great show. I was never like a fan of Devil Driver, but they were great live. The funny thing was, I've watched the live performance, had so much fun mosh pitting with the guys, and I was in the thick of it. I went hard in the paint last night, and now today my whole body is sore. Like, I can't walk straight. But anyways, the point is, the live performance was great. And then on the train ride back home, I was like, all right, well, let me have a listen to some of their stuff online, like their records, right? And the same songs sounded like, I was like, oh my God, I'm not a fan of that. Like, I recognize a song from the live performance, but good God, the live was just a lot better. So that was the story. And then Cradle came in, did what Cradle does. So we had a lot of fun last night. Last night was a really nice show. Bought a little bit of merch for Mrs. Peachy's. So we had a great time last night. Yeah, I gotta tell you. And Cradle is notorious for lineup changes. They're being sued by some of the former, team members and one actress out of all people, right? So that thing is going on. Like, I think part of the reasons they came down to Australia so quickly is because of financial reasons. They got a lawsuit to fight. But the replacement guitar players are pretty good. Both Donnie Burbage and I don't know the British guy's name. They were really good last night. So we had a lot of fun. Like, this is the thing. I love it. I'm so going to do more shows. Like, in October, I'm going to 3 different live shows. Trivium, Lamb of God, Catatonia, and... who's the third person in October? Third band. But it's just so important that we as fans of guitars go out. You know what I mean? Just go out, go to live shows, however little or big they are. Yeah. Zuhair says, yeah, worked a lot past weeks. Gonna call out tomorrow. Need a day off for me. Love it. Do that, dude. Do it. Get some extra sleep in. Get some extra guitar in. Go out for a nice little walk. I mean, how's the weather in New York these days? Does it allow you for a bit of a walking, enjoy the thing? Because it's going to be like summer there right now. Ryu, how are you, pal? Happy Saturday. Ryu says, a lot of bands are better live. Glad you did not get heard moshing. Sounds fun. Thank you, sir. No, I gotta tell you guys a funny story. So, check this out. Have you guys seen Maori people? Like the people that are indigenous to New Zealand. Have you guys ever seen any of them? Like, in just the seeing, right? Have you seen any movies or in person? Doesn't matter. If you guys, I worked with a Maori guy, like back in my college days when I was doing shitty jobs for cash. And the thing with Maori guys is that Maori guys are ginormous. So think like Samoans on steroids, right? Last night, we were at the Cradles Mosh Pits, right? There were these two ginormous Maori boys. I'm talking big and tall. Like just a force of nature. These, like, if you guys have not seen any Maoris, just like think Samoan, but like bigger. They are strong. They are huge. Like human beings are not meant to be big like that, but they're ginormous. They're like crazy. So two of those guys last night were in the mosh, and like they looked kind of similar, so I would assume that they're siblings. Two of these big bastards, so now they are in the middle of it, and they don't stop. They are there, right? So now every time these guys are moving, there is a wave that is created in the crowd. Like, there was this tiny, like, short Aussie guy at some point in the middle of the show that had no awareness of his own size. So he's like drunk out of his mind, jumping up and down, getting into mosh and all that. I kid you guys not. So I was like, one of the Maori guys hit him. He goes flying. And so to the rest of the crowd, it was insane. So in the middle of it, I remember I looked at an Aussie guy next to me jumping up and down, and he stops and goes, "Yeah, those boys are dangerous." And I'm like, yeah. It was so fun. It was so fun. And then so you could see these big boys, like taller than everybody else. You don't miss them, right? Halfway through the show, that was like a sort of like a medium-sized venue. Halfway through the show, they just get out, push their way out, go and drink some beers like Thirsty Camels and some water, you know, have a break and like for one song, then come back and start again. But it was a funny scene that like it just got hit the Aussie guy. He goes so like if there was a camera that recorded my reaction, this was me jumping up and down, doing whatever, and then I went. That's this guy just getting flopped. Like, it was hilarious. We had so much fun last night. So yeah, there we go. Zuhair says, how early do you buy tickets for concerts? Look, to be honest with you, if I like those shows, as early as I can see them, right? Because the thing is, like, I monitor guitars every single day. Like, I just go to every single morning I wake up, the first thing I look at is some guitar store's website, Facebook markets, and things of that nature, right? But if I see people, like bands, you know, advertising for their shows, I would jump on it and buy the ticket if I like that band, or if I've heard them and I'm curious about watching them live, right? So that's what I do. Giorgio, how are you, pal? Happy Saturday. How you doing? Ryu says, yeah, Warrior Tribe, intimidating. Yeah, so have you guys know the haka, right? The boom, ba, boom, like the scary stuff with their tongue out. That's Maori's, like, war dance. Pit bosses, that's right. I couldn't find the word. Whereas they come back tipsy into the pit. Yeah, no, they was just going in. I kid you not. Like, it just, the guy just goes through a can of beer like it's nothing, like with a couple of seconds and then out again. So, can I tell you guys something? And this was I told Mrs. Peachy's yesterday when I came back from the show. I was like, how beautiful the metal community is. How amazing this community is. I was just so reminded of that. Part of that is also the Aussie culture. Australians are like Aussies. They're warm, they're friendly. Think of it like bogan Canadians. Like you know what I mean? They're very nice, down to earth, and positive and amazing people. But the thing is, when you go to a metal show, like, all of us are kind of misfits, right? Like, what kind of human being listens to songs that the guy is just growling and screaming in the microphone? You know what I mean? Like, this is what we are. It's not classical music. It's not mainstream music, right? And so if you're part of the metal community, you understand what I'm saying. And despite all of that, and you could see, like, when you look at these, when you go to these live shows, you can see, like, people as old as 70 years old and people as young as 18 years old. Some people are a little from a higher socioeconomic status, some people not. And despite all of that, we all come together and go crazy at the show together. And you could see it, like, the camaraderie. Like, every time somebody fell, half the pit stopped, like the whole surrounding area stopped. 3-4 people lift the person up. One of the Maori brothers, I would assume they're brothers, one of the Maori boys, you know, just moshing and waving and getting dirty, hits a guy. And then that guy hits 3 other people, and all 4 of them fall. And so the whole place stopped, and we all lifted him up. And it was a beautiful thing. And then as soon as, like, that is done, after that, like, everyone's laughing, hugging, jumping up and down, and then back to the craziness. And I was just like, man, we're blessed with this community. Despite everything that is going on in the world, and our political differences are bigger than ever. Our differences just bigger than ever. That is still going on for us. So I was so happy yesterday. Yeah. Zuhair says, Sorenzo, yeah, I think I remember Haka from the WWE wrestler Omega. I don't know him. I don't know. I don't watch WWE. Yeah, I don't. The only one I know in WWE, I know 2 people. The Undertaker, and I know good God, Dave Bautista, that guy. And the Mexican guy too. What is this? Ray Mystic, something like that. Yeah, but I don't know anybody else. All right, shall we get the party started? There we go. Zuhair says Rey Mysterio. Yeah, Rey Mysterio, not Mystic. Rey Mysterio. Yeah. That guy was athletic. I don't know if he still fights, but if he still wrestles. Yeah. All right, let's do this, y'all. Let's get the party started. This was this guitar that was released, I think, this week. It's a black edition of an existing Mason guitar. Do you guys know Matthew Bellamy? So Matthew Bellamy is the lead singer for the band Muse. Our time is running out. That band. And he is a co-owner of this company as well, the Mason Guitars. Now, this was one of Matt Bellamy's signature guitars. If you don't know Matt is really known for speccing the heck out of his guitars. Like turning his guitar into like a semi-pedal board, right? And you guys can see it was like a lot is going on here. You got a Sustainiac. You got a Sustainiac in the neck, and then a Soap Bar P90 at the neck, and then a humbucker at the. You know what I mean? You got that. You got this MIDI strip, which I'll talk about in a second, and you got a whole bunch of other stuff going on. It's a really specced out piece of gear. And there was a red edition of that, which was like the production edition, and then this black edition was released this week, which I thought to talk about. And right off the bat, you guys notice how there's a lot going on here, right? So we got us this like Telecaster-ish shaped guitar. Well, let's not use the word Telecaster. We don't want to get sued by Fender. Twang style, T-shape. you got this T-shaped guitar with a Gibson Les Paul bridge, like a Tunomatic bridge, or whatever that resembles it, right? So it's an interesting guitar overall. Let's talk about it. This is Matt Polemi, for those who don't know. So yeah, check this out. Watch it. Boom. That's the back of the guitar. Here we go. There we go. So, a couple of things I wanted to bring out about this guitar. Number one, the build is a little traditional. Not gonna lie. So the build is just a little traditional. As an example, like if you have a look at the back of the neck here, look at the bolt on neck here, you can see that there are no like extra curves for a better handshake, a better neck hug, whatever you want to call it down there. And the build of this sort of T-shaped guitar is boxy. It doesn't have that extra arm contour at the top of the guitar for you to sort of bring your arm in a little easier. So that, and then a Tunomatic bridge, which inherently is higher than your average bridges, it has an extra height, sort of makes this strange old school build. Keep in mind, so the reason the Tunomatic bridge exists, do you guys know why the Tunomatic bridge exists, by the way? Are you guys familiar with the reason why the Tunomatic bridge was designed the way it is? If not, I can actually draw it out for you. There we go. Give me a second. So let me draw it out for you guys. By the way, sorry for all of this. This is for all the guitar lessons I've been teaching and our course. So it's like everything I do is like in this Microsoft Whiteboard application. So if this is the guitar, this is the body of the guitar, right? Think of this as the body of the guitar, right? And then think of this as the neck of the guitar. Now, if you have a Fender guitar, your neck is straight against the body, and then you have a sort of like a straight headstock, right? So this is the green is your headstock, the blue is the neck bit, and the red is the body, right? That's how the guitar is built. So that's the sort of the Fender paradigm of guitar building, right? Now, if you think about the Gibson paradigm of guitar building, the Gibson paradigm is a little bit different. And that obviously is the reason why Gibsons feel so different and sound different. That's one of the big contributing factors, right? That is, this is the Gibson body, right? This is the Gibson guitar neck. I'm going to exaggerate it so you guys see it. And this is like maybe a 3-4 angle, 3 degrees, 4 degree angles, kind of, right? That was like maybe too much a little, right? Hold on. Let me delete that. Like a little less angled, a little angled. Let's just say this is 3 degrees. And then the headstock is angled as well. 17 degrees, right? So what happens is that if you have a set of strings here, right? So you have a bridge, and you have the nut, and because the body and the headstock are straight, everything goes through straight. That's in Fender. We're not gonna call it Fender just in case we get sued. We're gonna call it the Chender. Where did that come from? So in Chender guitars, you got a straight design, and that's why the Fender bridges or similar, the height of your bridge is not that high. You don't need to. Now, when you come down to Gibsons, though, right, the strings are not going straight because your neck and headstock got an angle. Your strings actually go this way. right? Because even if you have like a normal, like a very short bridge, you can't go like that. Otherwise, the action between the lower registers and your strings, that distance is going to be too high, because the neck and the headstock are going away from the body, right? So the string has to go diagonally. But for this to work, you have to increase the height of the bridge a little so that this, diagonal angle makes sense. Otherwise, if it's too short, right, you're gonna buzz out at the higher registers. So that's what's going on. That's the reason why when you guys play a telly, then and switch to a Les Paul immediately after, you notice that your right hand is in a completely different world. It's because of that difference in the Chender versus Gibson Chipson. Let's be consistent here, right? Chipson. It's a difference between their paradigm. The philosophy behind the guitar building is completely different, right? Now, the reason I'll give you an example why. The reason why Chender guitars were made this way was more like for simplicity of production and care and maintenance, right? Whereas the reason Gibsons were produced this way, the idea behind that 3-degree, for example, was that sits where a player's belly is, and so angling the neck like that is going to make the guitar more ergonomic, right? And then the headstock 17-degree angle, that's a different reason why. That's for the strings to don't pop out of the nut. Fender resolved it by adding string trees to the headstock, right? And so you can see how there's ergonomic impacts, there's aesthetics impacts, and there's tonal impacts when you make decisions like this. The thing about this guitar that we're talking about today is that it is mostly straight. So if that's the body, right? And that's the neck, right? The neck is borderline angled, like it's hard, not much angle, it's borderline straight, I wanted to say. And the headstock is borderline straight. There might be a little bit of like a tiny little angle here and there, maybe, but it's mostly not, right? It's a bolt-on guitar neck on the body. It's a straight neck, straight headstock. And so you can see that the bridge would supposedly look like, what you have here in Chender, but the bridge is actually a two-nomatic bridge, which is sort of like a Les Paul style, Gibson style bridge. That's what I meant when I said that design is interesting in that sense, right? So if I bring this back here now, where are we? We can close that. Here we go. So this is what I meant when I said the design of this guitar is interesting. Straight neck, bolt-on neck, two-nomatic bridge. Does that make sense? Are y'all with me? So now, that's the first interesting thing about this guitar. The second interesting thing about this guitar, I might move myself yet again. The second interesting thing about this guitar is this thing here. Let me show you. Is this thing here. Do you see it? That is a MIDI strip. So that's like a strip of a bunch of sensors that are sensitive to touch, to scratch, to pressure, to movement, right? And so you can load different effects against it, and then you go on and you tap your fingers or slide your fingers or your guitar pick on it, and that will create some sort of an electric sound, right? Like very commonly, Matt Bellamy creates this whoosh effect. It's like this crazy disco sounding effect. And he, in the middle of his performances live, he goes like creates that kind of a sound by just sliding his pick over that. And he can play around. It's MIDI, so you can configure it in different ways. And then there's two more effects before we even talk about the pickups. Number one is an inbuilt fuzz pedal and that's one of the and the intensity of it. So you got the on and off, and then you got the knob to make it intense or less intense, and then you got an inbuilt wah, like a wah pedal, but it's inbuilt. And again, you got the on and off and intensity, and then this has also a sustainiac. So this guitar doesn't, it's not like it has like 2 neck pickups. It kind of looks like. This is a sustainiac. For those who don't know what a sustainiac is, essentially it's a type of pickup that holds your notes forever as long as the 9-volt battery lasts on your guitar. So that is, so when I say over-engineered, I meant it. This is like, there's a lot going on in this guitar. Yeah. So that is that. Now let's talk about the spec. You have a Chender looking headstock. Comes with a flight case, mahogany body, and a hard maple neck, which is not a surprise at all, right? It has a custom brass truss rod adjuster, rosewood fingerboard with LEDs on the side. So the side dots are not luminlays, they're actually LEDs. Spec the heck out of this guitar, huh? Schaller to pneumatic bridge. We talked about the bridge already. Now, you have a volume control, tone control, MIDI rotatory program potentiometer, sustainer intensity. Why am I in the middle of this? Sorry. Right, sustainer intensity, wah probe, bridge or neck pickup, and then sustainiac on or off, and then a 3-way toggle, and then the Fuzz Factory and all that, right? So this is like a pedal board of its own. As far as the old school pickups are involved, you have a Seymour Duncan P90 on the neck. Love those. Love those. If you guys haven't tried them, Seymour Duncan hot P90s are genuinely great. If you want like a humbucker version of that, you have to go with Seymour Duncan 59s. But my God, they're great. They're great pickups. And then the bridge is a bare knuckle Mississippi Queen P90 bridge. Yeah. And then integrated system, Fernandez sustainer, Vex Fuzz Factory, Vex wah pedal, probe, MIDI strip control, and then toggle kill switch. Yeah. So that's the guitar. What do you guys think? Like, are you guys, because this is like one of those things that is not for everybody. Let me move myself here. It's one of those things that is not for everybody, like a guitar that is spec'd out so much. Here's the reason why I would feel really weird about a guitar like this. You guys know, like, there's a saying, it's not a saying, it's like a research, it's proven, that you can't have, you can't pay attention to 2 things at the same time, right? There was a joke about men can't do it, but women can. Women can focus on 20 things at the same time. Us guys think more in a more compartmentalized manner. But that's a joke. In reality is our brains are not designed to focus on 2 things at the same time. So when you focus on one thing, you take your focus off the other thing, right? And for me, it's like when you play, you want all your focus on the playing. So I don't know, like, so what it means is that playing around with so many of these stuff here, I just feel like it takes the focus away from the playing a little too much. Like, I don't like too many effects in my signal chain, but maybe that's just me. I know some people just love it. Very interesting guitar, extremely interesting guitar. I think instead of, like, this is like a sort of like a different mindset when it comes to building guitars. That is that they're not, how do I say it? They're not really improving the guitar as an instrument, like in the same way that, for example, Tosa and Abassi does, or a bunch of other factories do, a bunch of the guitar builders do. That, like, they're trying to create a new guitar that is different, like Strandberg, for example, right? I don't think this is that. This is more like bringing features that are already existing into like one piece of equipment. That's how I see it. But it's a very interesting guitar. It's called the Mason, what is that? Matthew Bellamy Signature 007. That's what they named it after. There we go. That's the good old guy. So yeah, that was the first guitar I wanted to share with you guys. I thought this was an interesting guitar. Some of you will like it, and it's a different guitar, that's for sure. I just hate to have to be the guy that has to fix the electronics in this. Like if something goes wrong. What would you do if an LED on the guitar neck goes out? Like, how do you change that as a guitar tech? Do you have to drill it? Because that's going to suck. Like, I don't want to, like, you don't want to drill into, like, because if you got lumen lay, I got a guitar with lumen lay in there, you know, and, you know, it's okay. You kind of work with it. You can pull it out a little and play around. But lumen lay is just like this little piece of thing that is in there. You can drill it out without being too invasive. How do you deal with an LED? Yeah, we don't know. So there you go. How do you guys feel about this? I wonder. What do you guys feel about this guitar? Like, is this something you're into? Is this something? Do you like your guitars to have that kind of stuff, like that much going on them? I wonder. Yeah. So that is that, man. Hoorah. Shall we jump to the next item on the docket? Let's do this. So I saw this article from Joe Satriani. You guys know Joe Satriani, right? He is he's the legend. Now, this is one of those parts of the stream that I'm gonna get myself into hot waters. So, I read this article from Joe. It's an article from an interview that Joe Satriani did. And he's like, don't waste hours, weeks, and years trying to get to 224 beats per minute on the metronome. No one's ever going to want to see you do that. Right? So it was a podcast that he was on, and he was talking about some like realities that people need to know as guitar players. And he's saying basically, yeah, so there we go. Right away, musicians have to be told some real realities, which is you might be fast, you might be slow. That doesn't really matter. It's going to come if you practice, or it's not going to come if you don't practice. So that's settled right away. I've got problems with that. I'll tell you why. And then he says, look, don't waste hours, weeks, and years trying to get that fast. No one's ever going to want to see you do that. Who cares? But if you don't know the psychological impact of the Lydian mode or the Lydian dominant mode and why they're different and how they're going to affect the audience differently, then you can't really call yourself a composer. Right? That is the thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about. And I thought, not many of you are content creators, so I thought maybe I'll give you a bit of a perspective on this. So check this out. So first says, right away, musicians have to be told real realities. Which is you might be fast or slow, and that doesn't matter. It could have been true during Joe Satriani's era that people being fast or slow doesn't really matter. I can tell you for a fact right now that it matters, especially if you post content on social media. This is, again, true story. When I see the views and the interactions on a video that I posted, that I'm playing some slow, mellow Julian Lage song, or some blues, like a mellow blues song with a lot of feel and a lot of emphasis on every single note, like how every note is played. Because when the song is slower, you get to actually have that focus on how you're playing each of the notes, how much vibrato, how much attack, and how much velocity, things of that nature. Compare the viewership of that and the interactions on that versus another video where I play fast. Like you can see it. It's there. You know what I mean? So when Joe says it doesn't really matter, I get it. Musically, it might not. But from, an artist point of view, it kind of does in a way. And that's the first thing I just wanted to bring up. Like, I don't understand. I get it. It has to be good music, not fast. Like, fast music is not good music. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? So that's the first piece that I'm not really happy with. Like, I don't think he has a point there much. And I have all the respect for Joe Satriani. I'm not disrespecting him or anything, right? Speed does matter. It's like when do I use this example? The people say size doesn't matter. I'm like, I don't know about that, man. At a certain point, I would think it does, but yeah, right. So that's the first thing. And then the second thing is, he's like, if you don't know the psychological impact of Lydian mode or Lydian dominant, then you are not a composer. I agree that he's absolutely right on that, right? You have to have the raw knowledge and the skills of what's happening on the guitar and the emotional impact to sort of, purposefully play something, as opposed to just goofing around and coming up with something. So on that sense, he's absolutely right. I can tell you for a fact, there are a lot of guitar players, right, that skip this just because they're trying to play fast. That is so true. Yeah. But on that first point, I don't think it's based in reality at all. When it says the speed is going to come into if you practice, and it's not going to come if you don't practice. It depends on how you practice. You actually have to push your hand and push yourself to be able to get faster. So when he says, "Oh, if you just practice, it comes," I don't agree with that either. I think it's reductive. If you practice to play fast, which is you start very slow, but then you speed up to be and try to be clean, and that has a pressure on you, that has a toll on your hand, on your body eventually. And so the question is how far you're willing to push it. And it takes a long time. So it's not just going to come if you just sit down and practice. If you just strum, it doesn't come, right? So, yeah, I was surprised when I read that. I was like, oh God, okay. Yeah, that was another article. It really comes down to, when people say practice makes perfect. I was telling a student of mine the other day, I'm like, practice doesn't make perfect. Good practice makes perfect. Like a practice in the right direction makes perfect. If you're trying to build up speed and all you're doing is strumming, yeah. When it comes to developing speed, and this is the thing, right? So there's two things you have to do to develop speed. You have to play slow and you have to play fast. So the playing slow is for the accuracy, is for the technique, it's for getting the right angle in your fingers. It's you landing on the right spot of your finger, on the right spot on the guitar fretboard. Is economy of motion, relaxing the hand, not moving more than what you have to. That's the slow part. And then you also have to practice fast. And that is you really pushing yourself. And you're not going to get it clean. It's not going to be clean, but you have to push yourself. And that'll mean sometimes sort of like a minor injury, maybe at an extreme case. But soreness, tiredness. So it's not going to just come if you just keep goofing. Ryu says, I prefer my stomp boxes for FX. I agree with you. 100%. Me too. And Ryu says, check out the new Anthrax video. I suggest you do. Drop Edge of Perfection. No, I haven't seen it. Do they have a new video? Let's check it out. Hold on. Let's see. It's called what? Edge of Perfection. Anthrax. Edge of Perfection. Ooh. Oh, wow. Look at that. What kind of shenanigans do we have here? All right, hold on. Let me pause the video. Now, I can't play that song because of copyright reasons. Let's see what we have here. Hold up, hold up. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Okay. I'll check it out. Thanks, pal. That's great. Be sure to check it out. He just woke up. You shouldn't watch music video clips without the audio. But if you guys are a fan of Anthrax, check it out. Okay, I'll definitely keep it here. I can't play the whole thing because number one, copyright, and secondly, it's not fair to the artist because the views translate into financial gains for them. So if you guys want to watch some artists, go to their own channel. It's called The Edge of Perfection by Anthrax. Thanks, man. I'll check it out. I got the tab open here, so I'll have a listen to it. I'll let you know what I think about it. It's really good. I like the vibe of the video clip already. Ha. Love the fact that they're still going. All the four horsemen of the thrash movement are still kind of going. Metallica's going. Megadeth is going. Megadeth, they're almost over. Like they're almost retiring. Anthrax, and you got Slayer. Slayer retired, right? I think they're on hiatus. I don't think they're... Or are they touring now? I don't know. Yeah. Ryu says, I don't want to get you in trouble, though. Peep it later. Yeah, no, I'll have a look at it later, man. Appreciate you. Thanks for sharing it. I like those guys. Ryu says, I prefer style and tone over speed. I hear you. I think it's like super important, right? Just style and tone. If a guitar player just keeps playing fast, and this is like a physics thing, right? Playing fast means putting note after note after note after note, right? What it means is that now each note consumes a shorter amount of time. And so what that means is that there is hardly any time, no time at all, for you to play the notes differently. Bending, vibratos, accent, attack, all of these things that contribute to the final sound of a single note, you can't demonstrate it there. Are you guys familiar with the concept of blooming? So the concept of blooming is like a part of the life cycle of a note. Do this at home today. Play a note or play a chord, right? Maybe increase the volume on the amp a little just so you can hear the nuances. And when you play it, I'll pause the music. And when you play it, you hear the initial loudness, then the volume drops a little, and then the note opens up again, and then it fades out. That's usually what the life cycle of a note is. So you start dang, and then it goes whoa, and then fades out. That whoa bit, that's what we call the bloom, right? And it's one of the most beautiful thing about the notes that I just adore. I love the what, you know who has that whose guitar playing really got it? Slash. When Slash plays, like he's one of those guitar players that when I hear him playing, I hear the bloom. B.B. King is another person. Joe Bonamassa is another person. Some of these guys are just like really have that blooming of the notes and chords in their playing. But it's an important sound. It's an important part of your notes life cycle. So if you stack up notes after note, you're not going to hear any of those either. Yeah, you can do it with both chords and notes if you like. Do that experiment at home today if you haven't done it before. Just play it and then hear the first initial loudness, and then a bit of a drop, and then the opening of the note. And the opening of the note is my favorite part of the note. Yeah, the bloom. We love that. Yeah, Gibson Les Pauls do a great job creating those sounds. Les Pauls, if you play blues on a Les Paul and play a note for like a few seconds and you hear it, woo, it's so good. It's so delicious. Yeah. Ryu says Jimmy Page also. Lots of bloom. Lots of blossom. Hell yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's beautiful. That's like one of the beauties of playing guitar slowly. Yeah. So there we have it. Take that, Joe Satriani. Les Pauls with Marshalls? Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Classic, right? I don't know. Thing is, yeah, maybe like Marshall JCM 2000. Maybe that. No, that's not even the best one for it though. What kind of Marshall, Ryu? What kind of Marshall would you put next to a Les Paul? A DSL. Yeah. Like a JCM 800? Maybe? Yeah. Oh well. Alrighty. Shall we jump to the next item on the docket? Let's do it. Has anyone seen this little guitar here? Check this out. This, ladies and gents. Ryu says any huge stack. Yeah, I hear you. Okay. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Check this out, y'all. So this is the new Kiesel body shape. They call it the Antares. And right off the bat, when I saw this, so this was released this week, which is an interesting guitar. Right off the bat, when I saw it, it reminded me of the Kaizen Ernie Ball Music Man. I thought it was interesting. So check this out. This is the guitar. Does it look familiar? All right, give me a second. I'll be right back. Let me bring a guitar. Okay, so look at that on the screen. And now look at this. Does it look familiar? Like the body? Let me move the mic. It's the same shape. It's the same shape. I mean, what more do you want me to say? It's the same shape as the Music Man Kaizen. Very, very similar. Which I don't mind. You know, I like it. Ergonomic guitar, very well balanced. But that's the overall shape of that Kiesel guitar. Really defined horns. So that's one of the aesthetic things on this guitar. Extremely defined horns. And this curve on the body back there feels really nice. And there's obviously a really nice arm contour at the top too. So this, when you get to the top of the belly of this guitar, like I'm talking about this area here, the guitar gets really thin, actually. Really, really, really thin. Yeah. Ryu says the Know Your Gear podcast. Oh, Phil. Good old Phil. Phil's channel is good. He just did a deep dive on this. Oh, did he? Okay, I'll check it out. He's Arizona and used to have a store. Right, okay. Yeah, I know he's in... I knew he used to own a store. I don't know him good enough to... I didn't know that he's in Arizona. That must be really warm. His guitars Like, if he gets guitars shipped to him from Europe, those guitars are gonna experience a nice change in the climate. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. I've never lived in a city that is like that nice and warm, like Arizona. I'm sure gonna experience some of that in Dallas early next year, but but yeah. Doroteo says killer green color. It's a great green color. Reminds me of the Dimeback slime. Like, it has that kind of a vibe to it to me. And I really dig the inlays too, like the hollow inlays. I really like those. Overall, I thought this was I loved it. The fact that this body shape looks like the Kaizen, I really digged it. I was like, oh, this is great. It's working. Like, that shape is a great shape. Right? So, again, just like any other Kiesel product, it's a custom guitar. Kiesel is a custom shop guitar. And it comes in like 6, 7, 8 strings. So it was fantastic. I thought this guitar, just didn't want to spend too much time on it, but just to show you guys how just beautiful this body is, and then how it's sort of like that kind of a shape is becoming more common in the guitar world. Check this out. So that is the Diamond Acrylic Limited Edition. So they basically put epoxy in there in the guitar for you, if you guys want it. I'm not a fan of acrylic or epoxy in the guitar. Like, I'm not a fan of diamond acrylicing the guitar like this. And the reason that I'm not a fan of that is because it makes the guitar heavier. If you guys have ever played with a guitar that is only made of acrylic, it's a super heavy guitar. You don't want that. So that's my only objection to it. But if they found a formula that say, doesn't have that kind of weight, then I'll be open to it. I don't think they have. Epoxy is really dense usually. Like, if you use any kind of epoxy in there, any kind of acrylic in there, usually it's heavier. Yeah. Ryu says he has a big brass counterweight in the body to balance it. Right. Interesting. I'll have a look at the video. I haven't seen the video, but I'll check it out. Did he say what the total weight of the guitar was? The one that he got? Because I know Phil works very closely with the guys in Kiesel. He consults them, works very closely with them. And very regularly. Like, he talks about Kiesel Delos. I think that's what the model is called. Delos? What is that model called? It's like the Strat shape guitar. The Strat shape Kiesel. Delos, I think it's the name. Yeah, he talks about that Delos as much as I talk about PRS. Like, you know what I mean? But yeah, really, really interesting shape. Just ergonomic. I love it. I want more companies doing this. Kaizen was the only one. Kiesel is now doing it. I want more production models like this. Just. If you guys haven't tried it, essentially, it's just super ergonomic, and you don't have to like spend that crazy amount of money to get one of these guitars. I know for a fact that Sterling has another one as well. Sterling Kaizen. I'll find it for you guys. For those of you who don't want to spend a few $1,000s on a guitar, you don't have to buy the USA made one. Check this out. So this is the Kaizen Ernie Ball Music Man, the Sterling version. So the more affordable version. This is about less than $1,000. And if you ever got to play it, like, I highly recommend you guys play it. It's one of the most ergonomic guitars I've ever touched in my life, not just owned. And I touched a lot of guitars. One of the most ergonomic. It's on just amazing how ergonomic this guitar is. Like, all of these contours are so well thought out. So highly recommend you guys. to play this guitar. And if you're willing to spend a few $1,000s, you can get the American one, the Kaizen Music Man one, which is the one I've got. Just beyond this world, how good this guitar is. Yeah. He says the customization is more affordable than other brands. I disagree. Like the guitar that I'm showing you right now, this is, I think, $950. Let's double check. And I could be wrong here. Sterling Kaizen. How much is it? Yeah, I was right. $950. So the 6-string, this is the 7-string for $1,000. 150. Like, there's a discount on this Kaizen 6-string right now for $800. Oh, that's such a good price. That's totally worth it. Oh, this is a great price for this guitar. Yeah, anyone wants it. Like, if I didn't have my Ernie Ball Music Man, like the American version of this, if I didn't have it, I'd be very tempted at this listing. Anyways, but it's usually $950, right? How the Kiesel is at least $1,300. How much is it? $1,700. See that? So if I haven't watched Phil's video, but if his point was that this contour, this body shape, this general body shape, is the cheapest at Kiesel, I think I'd disagree with that, if that was his point. Yeah. If the point was general customization, like if the point was, hey, if you want a custom shop guitar, then Kiesels are the cheapest to do it, then I'd be like, all right, that makes perfect sense. I agree. That's the whole business model of Kiesel. To give you a custom shop guitar that is not as expensive that other custom shops, especially like big brands. And the experience they've created on this website is just majestic. It's just amazing. How many options you have: dexterity, string, multi-scale, scale length, case, body options, wood, the type of finish. All of these stuff that is spec'd out. And every time you select something, it immediately changes the guitar that you're watching on the user interface. See that? Oh, look at that. I really dig Buckeye Burls. Look at that. It's beautiful, right? So anything you select essentially is just immediately gets updated here with the price getting updated there, right? And each little customization just has its price point under it. So you know exactly what you're getting yourself into, and you can just like go about selecting anything you like. Just go about it. You know what I mean? So look at that, man. Oof. Yeah. Yeah. So in terms of like having custom shop guitar experience, then I'd agree that Kiesel is doing something really special. Yeah. Ryu says Kaizen means constant improvement. No. Yes, Kaizen means continuous improvement. Yes. It has 3 pillars. So it's like little by little progress rather than like a big jump, big step, like in increments. That's the first principle of it. The second principle is bottom-up movements. And I think there was a third one, and I don't remember. But it's like, I don't know, it's about like, yeah, I don't know, preserving, like not wasting time or something like that. But yeah. Let's Google Kaizen meaning Japanese. Yeah, improvement or change for better. Literally. It's from kai, which is change, and zen, which is good. That's what the kanji means. Ryu says would be good for government. I agree with you. If only. I completely agree with you. It'll be really good for government. The stuff that is going around right now. Man. Continuous improvement, not wasting time, and going bottom up. Yeah. You said it. We should take all Western government officials to a trip to Japan just for them to learn. Number one, respecting their own office and be honorable in their own dealings. And then number two, the efficiencies. Because boy, Japan is efficient. Not so much the government departments there. The government departments there too are insane. You go there and you're like, what? But yeah. Ay. All right. Shall we do our favorite part of the stream? Let me pause the music. Let's sip a nice drink together, shall we? Hey, everybody. I've got my can ready here. Let's do this. Guys, bring your drinks out. As always, thank you so much for hanging out with me today, y'all. From the bottom of my heart, thank you so damn much for hanging out with me today. I am beaten up from yesterday's show. I'm exhausted and I've lost my voice. And you guys are still coming in and hanging out. And I'm just beyond grateful. So, opening this can. Let's do this, y'all. And I'm going to drink it to your health. Boom. To your health, my friends. Thank you so much. Cheers. Hoorah. Can I tell you guys something? Yesterday at the Cradle show, I was so tempted to go and get a beer. I haven't had a drink since the November of 2019. November of 2019. I haven't had a single drop of any kind of alcohol. And I miss it. Everybody that tells you that if you don't drink for a year, it's over, like you're never going to crave it again, is lying. That's not true. I still have craves. That's why I got a lot of Pepsi or a lot of soda at home. Literally, that's the reason why. I wasn't a heavy soda drinker at all. But the thing was that I needed something to replace that beer can for me. And so I put them in the fridge, so every time I crave, I just pop one of these out. Ryu says, "Kampai sensei." Kampai, brother. Appreciate you. But yesterday at the show, and so you got people that, buy cans of beers at the counter, and then you got people that buy draft beer, right? They pour it from the tap. And with those ones, when somebody stands next to you with a big plastic cup of beer, you can smell it. You can smell that cold beer, and you want some of that. And I didn't. I resisted the urge. I don't know for how long I'm going to be able to keep this up, y'all. I don't know for how long I'm going to keep this up. But hopefully, at some point we get where we need to go and we can be like, all right, it's time to slow down a little, and then I'll start drinking again. We'll see. By the way, guys, one more thing before I and this is the last time I'm bringing it up like this on the stream. In case you guys didn't watch the last stream, if you guys didn't join us live on the last stream, I finished creating a new music theory course, It's a fundamental music theory course that is focused on playing. So essentially, I'll teach you a lesson and then I'll get you to play it literally. So like, for example, major triads, and then 2 videos about how you play major triads, and then how it's going to be in a song, minor triads like this. Goes all the way from like tones and semitones to triads to major and chromatic intervals to keys. And you guys have 3 projects to do, 3 song building projects in this course as well. Now, this is not just like a course with videos and PDFs and diagrams. What I do here is that I go live every week, like I'm going live with you guys right now, but it's exclusive to the students there to support the stuff that is taught in those courses, right? To like just to teach it again live. If somebody got a question, they can ask it. But every week, just like how we go live now, and we've been live for 83 weeks back to back. I think I had like 1 week that I failed to go live because I was really sick. But other than that, we were pretty regular, very consistent for about 83 weeks. So I know for a fact that we can keep that consistency of weekly streams on this. And that live stream is really the key here, that I go live and we talk about guitar lessons, playing, and music theory. And so that is included in that. Now, for those who are wondering how much it costs, the end goal is for me to charge about like $25 to $30 a month. Everybody else outside the stream will pay $19 to start with as a founder's price. Anybody who's ever posted any comments on the stream, so we've been doing this stream for 83 weeks, from stream number 1 up until the stream, if anyone's posted any comment in the chat, anything in the chat, even once, you get to have this course and every other course that I build in the future in this platform for only $5 a month. And when I change the prices later on, your price doesn't change. It stays at $5. It gets grandfathered. It's a monthly membership you can cancel anytime you want. And this is like a founder's offer kind of a deal here. So if you guys are interested in that, do let me know, and I'll email you your discount code so you don't pay $19 or later on $25 or $30 a month. You only pay $5 forever. And essentially, if you guys have a look here, we'll build, like literally just finished building it. I have this course completed. I am doing guitar modes and a beginner's course. And then there's a new course that I'll be building very shortly on guitar chords. So that'll be a full guitar chord dictionary, starting from basic major minors all the way to 7 chords, dominant 7s, major 7, dominant 7s, minor major 7s. You know, all those like crazy chords that are out there with their sounds and everything else. So later in this course, the chord course will become really jazzy. And we'll just add these as we go. We have the live stream gets added. Your price will be just only $5 a month. So if you guys are interested in it, if you think it is value add to your guitar, if this is something you want to do, or some extra live streams, to come and ask guitar playing or music theory related questions, this is the one. This course is in 23 videos, the guitar theory that is finalized and is shipped. And I will be taking it broadly to the audience, to everybody else, like start advertising for it later today and tomorrow. So the course is finished. We're ready to ship it. We're shipping it today or tomorrow. Today is just the last time I'm bringing it up on the stream for the founders. If you guys are interested, it's that. So that's the reason why. The reason it's going to be the last day and I can't offer it forever is because the price gap is huge between what I'm giving it to you guys and everybody else. So everybody else is literally paying 4 times as much. They're paying $20. It's $5 for anybody who put anything in the chat. And I know, having ran my own small business before, I know if I go about doing something like that, people are going to complain. Like, oh, why is it that this person is getting it for this much and I'm paying 4 times as much? So I can do this before I ship this out to everybody else. Do you guys know what I mean? I haven't talked about this on Instagram or Facebook, where I have about 30,000 followers combined. I have not talked about this course to them at all because we haven't started shipping the course yet. This is the last time like I'm bringing it up on the stream for you guys. You got the founders deal right now for $5 a month. Cancel anytime, and if you keep your membership on, the price will never change for you. So every price change I do will be grandfathered for you. So later on, when we charge people $30 a month, you still pay $5. And there's more courses coming, weekly streams coming. That is the deal. So if you guys are interested, do let me know. This is the website. I'll put the website in the chat if you guys want to check out the website and the vibes. And if you are keen on the thing, just give me your email and I'll send you your discount code. Doroteo says, I never got your email for your guitar program. Oh, okay. I put it in the chat. This is the email, Doroteo. How do I... There we go. It's fortis.bisco@icloud.com. That's the email in the chat. Yeah. Do let me know if there's any issues with the emails or anything. So yeah, there we go. That's the website in the chat, and that's the email in the chat. Zora says, how's it going, Sorenzo? Super good, man. We're feeling athletic. We're feeling good. Dorothy says, I gave you my email last week on the stream. Really? I didn't get it. Where? That didn't even come. Would you please, Dorothy, send me your email? Just either in the chat or email my email. If you just put your email in the chat, I'll send it to you, dude. I'm so sorry if I didn't see your email on the stream last week. Could it be that it was blocked by YouTube? Because I blocked links so that people don't... Because what happens is that in the chat, if you don't block links, what happens is that a lot of people will jump on the stream and trying to like put like dodgy, scammy links there for people to click on. I've had like adult content stuff like on my Twitch once, like somebody posted a link there, or somebody posted a link about we'll sell you like we'll sell you really cheap followers and cheap viewers, and they're all authentic. Like if you want to buy 50,000 followers, buy our $5 package, something like that. So to avoid it, I disabled links in our YouTube chat. It could be the case that that's disabled. Ryu says, plus, because I also did. Okay, guys, I didn't receive the emails in the chat. I can tell you for a fact. Yeah, I'm so sorry that I didn't get back to you on those. I genuinely didn't see any emails in the chat. Yeah. But could you guys do me a favor? Just just shoot me your emails either on Instagram or just send an email to this email. fortis.bisco@icloud.com. If you do that, I'll have a look and I'll get back to you guys. And I'll get my iCloud open now. If you guys send it, I'll be able to see it. Yeah. Thanks for your patience, guys. Apologies on that. I genuinely didn't see your emails. I'll check the YouTube chat settings to see if the email and links are disabled together. Is it like a way to separate them or not? I'll check it out. But thanks for sending me those emails. I'll have a look. Do send me the emails to the email address and I'll get back to you. Yeah. All righto. Shall we talk about the next item on the docket? Let's do this. Oof, baby. If you guys are a fan of wild 80s stuff, and I'm talking wild, you will appreciate this. So, Let me play it. Let me bring it up, rather. Check this out. You guys remember this? Like, do you guys remember when was the first time you saw this guitar? I am so enamored. That's like one of those guitars that I'm enamored with, and I'll probably never buy. Right. I remember this. So for those who don't know, this is a BC Rich Warlock, and this is the Warlock shape is like this iconic BC Rich shape. BC Rich used to be huge back in the day. They were crazy big back in the day. Had crazy artists there. Mick Thompson of Slipknot, one of his earlier guitars was a Warlock. Like, he started on this. It's an insane guitar shape, so iconic, and I love the shape. The first time I saw it was when Trip Eisen. Do you guys know the band Static X? Static X. Back in the day when Wayne Static was alive, this guy, rest in peace. He passed away a while ago. But he was the frontman of a band called Static X. And they were really big back in the day, like early 2000s. They were huge. And the first time I saw the Warlock shape was when Trip Eisen, the guitarist that used to be part of the band, Warlock, he played the Warlock, there we go. This like shattered glass, shattered mirror Warlock in a live performance. And in a video clip. That was the first time I ever saw Warlock. Static X, The Only. I'll show it to you guys where I saw it first. It's an insane video clip. Hold on. Let me pause the video music. This is like my childhood coming back now. So, here we go. Watch this. So this is the song The Only by Static X. I was, I don't know, 14, 12 when I first heard it. I don't remember. But this video clip was the first time I saw a Warlock guitar, which Trip Eisen, the guitar, this guy, there we go, that's the Warlock. The lead guitar player at the time was playing. Here we go. Right? That was the first time I saw that shattered mirror Warlock. And I did not, like my 14-year-old brain, I did not know what I just saw. You know what I mean? I was so excited about it. And since then, since I was like 14, I was just like enamored with this shape of guitar. Yeah, Dorothy says Static X is new metal. You're absolutely right. Static X was part of the movement of the new metal at the time. Like, it was in the same era. And so when I saw that Warlock, I just became enamored because for me, like, all the guitar shapes that I knew of were like Strat-shaped guitars, and that was it. Like, Stratocaster was electric guitar in my mind back in the day. And then I saw that, and I'm like, oh God. This is so good. So that's why I'm so in love with the shape of this guitar. And why I'll probably won't buy it anytime soon, if ever. I don't know. I've had chances to buy a guitar like this, and I just never did it for some reason. But I love it. I really love it. If I can find like a guitar like this, right, without the Floyd, without the just a fixed bridge one, I'll be very tempted. Anyways, this is a Warlock Extreme with Floyd Rose. Warlocks come in different series, so you got the Prophecy series, the Extreme series, and so on and so forth, and BC Rich. This is a guitar with a nice thin neck. It's a shred guitar. For those who don't know, the beauty of this guitar is that it's actually like a neck through. It's a neck through design, and what it means essentially, not just not just talking about sustain and all that. What it means is that it has a really nice, like a heel-less neck design. So you get a super nice neck hug here in high registers. Really, really good. Yeah. Yeah. Look at that. Look at that. Oof, so smooth, so nice. Yeah. Why do I love this guitar so much and I never bought it? You have really like beautiful, beautiful designs here. Look at that. Oof. Go back. Don't explain a thing. So yeah, that was my love story with this guitar. And when I was roaming a bunch of different websites this week, I was like, hey, I haven't heard about BC Rich for a while. I wonder what they're doing. And I came to this website, the BC Rich website. They don't have any new guitars out that you'd be like, oh my God, like, you know, this new crazy model is out and we're so impressed. This homepage design, this photo, this image has been there for a while. That's the Mockingbird, by the way. So that's been there for a while. They don't have any new designs or anything. The story of BC Rich is the proof that, man, if you rest on your laurels, you get decimated real quick. Just real quick. If you don't keep signing new artists, if you don't come up with new stuff, if you just don't keep going, keep moving, you get decimated real quick. The BC Rich, for those who haven't, BC Rich were huge. BC Rich used to be a massive guitar brand. And now you don't even hear about them anymore. Ryu says, these were big when I was IHS. When you were in high school. There we go. These were big when you were in high school. They went away for a while. They're still away, pal. They're not even there anymore. It speaks about the importance and hear me out. It speaks to the importance of signing up new artists, for example. Right? Because it's really, when it comes to get the community of guitar buyers, there are two subsection of guitar. There's two types of electric guitar buyers, right? You got the first-time electric guitar buyers, and then you got people like us who have multiple guitars, right? Usually, a lot of times when someone buys one electric guitar, the next one is on its way, right? So the thing about using artists for the sake of advertisement and getting the messages out there is that it really speaks to both of these communities, both of these types of guitar buyers, right? I know about Warlock, but if Mick Thompson picks up like the Warlock again and they sponsor him, like they do a deal with him or any other famous artist, I don't care, right? I'd be immediately talking about it or thinking about it. Do you know what I mean? And then obviously if that person got their own fan base, which they do usually, well, their fan base will be curious about it. Iban is doing a phenomenal job at that, with their artist relations. ESP is doing a phenomenal job. Schecter is kind of lifting it up a little. PRS is a little weird. PRS got like 2 or 3 really big people and then a whole bunch of people that no one's heard of. Like, you know, so like people like Santana and Orianthi, they're not as big as they used to be. John Mayer is ginormous. Ed Sheeran is ginormous. And then everybody else, you know what I mean? But that's what happens, man. Like when you rest on your laurels and don't push things out properly. Somebody said Chuck Schuldiner. I read somewhere in the chat. Somebody said death. Dorothea says, yeah, there we go. That was Dorothea. Dorothea says, wow, they got the Chuck Schuldiner on the far right. Yeah. Yes. Chuck Schuldiner. You're absolutely right. That's the guitar. You're absolutely right. For those who don't know, so there's this band called Death, and Death is one of the most so they are the pioneers of the death metal, I suppose, but one of the most complex compositions in metal music ever is by a band called Death. I would highly recommend you guys to check him out if you're not educated on this band. This is the band, and the guy in red is Chuck Schuldiner, who passed away through I think it was blood cancer that got him. There are a few songs they've got. They've got a song called good God, The Philosopher. They've got another song called the big one, Spirit Crusher. There we go. That's probably their biggest hit. Spirit Crusher. Spirit Crusher. This song, Spirit Crusher. That whole album, Sound of Perseverance, is I just recommend you guys listen to this album called The Sounds of Perseverance. Well, some of the most sophisticated metal songs I've ever heard in my life. Genuinely, this is not like a hype or anything. Sophistication in terms of like arrangement, and just writing. It's just amazing. Start with a song called Spirit Crusher. It's just amazing. It's called, hold on, Spirit Crusher, for those who are interested in checking it out. That's the name of the song, Spirit Crusher. Yeah. And the album is called The Sound of Perseverance. That's the name of the album. That's just insane good. Just complexity after complexity in those songs. So amazing. And yeah. Ryu says, dude, I knew I had a Black Warlock bass. Really? Okay. They're really good. They look super good. How did it sound? Did you like how was the sound of it? And what do you mean you had? Did you sell it? Did you sell that Warlock bass, Ryu? Doroteo says there's the Lita Ford Mockingbird BC Rich, the one with the wood grain body. Oh, let's have a look. Lita Ford Mockingbird BC Rich. Ooh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at this little devil. This shenanigans here. And it has Lita Ford on the... Oof. So good. So good. That's not the Warlock. This is the Warlock. I love this dude. I really... Oh, God, yeah. I love this photo. I really love this photo. Oh, man. She's gotten old. Time does it to you. God damn it. She's still rocking. Hell yeah. Look at that. Firm handshakes, Lita Ford. Firm handshakes. Love it. Love it. Love it. What a gem. What a gem. Still rocking. Dorothy says it was brain cancer that took Chuck away. Oh, okay. It was brain cancer, not blood cancer. Thanks for that correction. Okay. Yeah, I knew it was some illness. Dorothy says Death's best album is Symbolic. All right. Symbolic. Death. Symbolic album. I've probably heard. Yeah, definitely heard it. Like, I'm like, the name is familiar, but I couldn't mentally connect it. Yep, definitely heard it. Right, you said it's a long time ago. You sold it a long time ago. Yeah, fair enough, man. Are you more of a bass player? Or are you more of a guitar player? Like, is bass your main thing, or is it just like the one you bought to the side to have next to the guitars, for example, for recording or anything? Doroteo says, Lita Ford played for the Runaways back in the late 70s when women weren't allowed in rock. She's a woman guitar pioneer. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. No, man, it's so good. Like, this, she's great. She's just great. And one of the most iconic photos of her is that I saw that I really like. This is like really famous. Hold on. If I can find that for you, that image, I'll show you if I can't find it. Can't find it. Doesn't matter. If I find that image, I'll share it next time. Yeah. There's one image of Lita Ford that I really like. But yeah. Love it, man. Love it. Love it when women get into the game as well. Especially like with ladies writing. I don't know. I want them more involved in our scene, especially with metal. Talking about metal music. Because there's not... you guys want to know a fun fact about like viewerships and everything? So YouTube on its own is mostly a male-dominated platform. Just a platform on its own. So, about 80%, 85% of all viewers on YouTube across the globe, all videos, are guys, are men, right? And, well, I mean, talking about metal, I think it's safe to say that mostly men listen to it. Not saying there are not women that listen to it. They certainly do. We were at the show last night. So many girls were in the mosh pit with us, right? Which was fantastic. It was fabulous. But it's mostly a guy thing, right? Now, when I started to do like music theory shorts, if you guys seen my YouTube shorts or Instagram reels, they're not tailored for men. It's like music theory concepts and stories and skits, right? That's what I did. And funny enough, still 95% of the viewership is guys. And I never made sense of it. Because, like, I changed platforms. Like, is it the fact that guys mostly use social media and girls don't? I don't think so. But for some reason, maybe it's electric guitar. Maybe electric guitar is a guy thing. But for some reason, despite the fact that my content is not tailored for guys, like, I'm not talking about, say, I don't know, finance or men's health or something that is heavily like guy dominated. I didn't think electric guitar would be the case for that. I thought it was going to be like, say, 60-40, 70-30. But no, it's like 90% of 95% are guys. And that was a surprise for me. So when I say I really appreciated that when women get into get into our community, Kiki Wong, I love Kiki Wong. Kiki Wong is such a complete package when it comes to being an artist. Kiki Wong. She plays great. She is a very good looking woman. And this is Kiki Wong for those who don't know. A great guitar player, super good looking, like really good body, just the perfect rock star package. And she's a great marketer. Product like companies that sell products and pedals and guitars just love her. Like every week she gets something new to advertise. Like she's a great advertiser. Complete package, complete guitar rock star package, both artistically and financially, like business wise. Really good. I love her. Jessica DeFalci. She's more of an artist. Jessica DeFalci. She's also another really good guitar player. She's with the LTD brand. Very, very good guitar player. Larry Basilio. She's not metal, but she's also a great player. She's with Ibanez, a great guitarist. That pink guitar is her signature guitar. There we go. Purple, not pink. So there are really good guitar players out there too. Especially like Jessica is great. Jessica DeFalch is just fabulous metal player. There's so many women that play metal, bottom line, but for some freaking reason, every time I make content about music theory and all that, it's like all the content. I've done jokes about Strandberg and Ola Englund. I've done jokes about Fender suing everybody else. I don't know, but 95% of the audience is old guys, and I want everybody. Like, bring it in, bring the girls in. They have something to say in the metal community. Yeah. Doroteo says Nervosa is an all-woman thrash death metal band from Brazil. I do not know them. Who are they? Nervosa. Ooh. I don't know them, dude. How do you guys know all these people? Just like, oh my. Okay, let's have a look at these girls. What do we have here? Oh. What are you guys? Originally from Sao Paulo. And they're signed to Napalm? 5 studio albums and an EP. And they've been acting from 2010. They're fairly... Okay. It's not an old school band. Check him out. I'll move him to... next to the Anthrax video that you guys suggested earlier. I'll check them out after too. Thanks for that, man. I don't know them. I didn't know them. Nervosa. Ryu says, perhaps check out Kyla Kent when you get a chance. She has 450 people live watching. Kyla Kent, who's that? Oh, yeah, I know Kyla. Yeah, I'm familiar with her. Yeah, I'm familiar with her. I know Kyla Kent. Yeah. Right now she's live, not that I'm watching. Oh, fair enough, dude. Look, if you enjoy watching her, please watch what you enjoy. Like, there's no... Yeah. I appreciate you here. Like I said, I'm beyond grateful that you guys joined live. But I understand. Like, you guys never have to explain to me your decisions about your viewership or anything else. Never. Whenever you guys are around, I'm beyond grateful. That's all you need to know. Everything else is peanuts. Don't worry about it. Do what you love. Do what you think is fun for you. And when you're here, I'm beyond grateful. That's it. You don't have to explain anything else to me. Doroteo says, here goes my signature, bruh. Ryu says, I wouldn't get a word in. Fast chat. Right. Fair enough. I think she plays a lot of live. Like, she plays on her live streams. Like, she plays stuff live. Whereas I mostly talk about, like, just guitars. I don't play live much. Maybe I should. Do you guys think I should? Do you guys, like, want to see me playing more? Because for me, it's like, as we go through our streams, I'll be talking about, like, guitar lessons more and more. So I'll be teaching stuff on this stream. So maybe I could do, like, say, an hour and a half of, like, what we do here with, guitar reviews and everything else. And then add a little bit of lessons for those who are interested at the end. I thought maybe we could do something like that. But yeah. What do you guys think? And I really got to figure a way out to get your chats coming to me faster for some reason. I don't know why. For some reason, I don't understand why the chats come in, like, really late sometimes. Like, I want to make it more real time. But yeah. Cool. All right. Shall we talk about one more guitar? I've got one more guitar on our docket that I wanted to share with you guys. That I thought it's an interesting guitar. Shall we do it? Let's do this. Check this out. Let me ask you guys a question. When it comes to T-shaped guitars, again, we're trying not to get sued on this stream, okay? So when it comes to a twang style guitar, some people used to call it Telecaster back in the day, but we don't do that. You guys tell me. I genuinely want an answer from you. What is the number one design criticism you would give to a Telecaster? And I recognize different Telecasters have different like thickness in the neck, things of that nature, right? What is the biggest problem with a Telecaster design, you think? Doroteo says, maybe do 10 to 15 minutes of playing live with some instructions and there for future reference. Love it. Thanks for the suggestion, pal. So 10, 15 minutes of playing live, some instruction are in there for future reference. Got it. Okay. I'll keep that in mind. Genuinely, this is going to impact like the shape of the stream as we go. We've done like 83. We're going to be here for hundreds of more streams. So this is fantastic. Thanks for that. All right, going back to the Telecaster shape. What's the biggest criticism of the design? Ryu is right on the money. Ryu is like, my man, you read my mind there. Like that would be the same thing I would say, Ryu. It's too boxy. I'll rephrase it. There are not enough contours on that body, especially the right arm contour. Here. Where your right arm, if you're right-handed, comes over to the guitar. You get Telecasters with different thicknesses in the body, right? But the biggest problem, in my opinion, to the design is that Ryu says only 21 frets. Fair enough, dude. I hear you. That's a really good point, too. At least 22, I would agree. 100%. Right? But in terms of, like, design of the body, the lack of that and the boxiness of it is the biggest criticism to Telecaster. In fact, what Fender did to address it, have you guys seen the Fender American Ultra 2? They addressed it. I'll show you. Fender American Ultra 2, a white avalanche, they call it. There's a Telecaster. It's an awesome looking Telecaster, by the way. Take me to it. No, American Ultra. It's these series. If you guys check it out, where's the white guitar that I want to show you guys? Oh man, this is annoying. Go back. I'll just go through this website. Check this out. This guitar, the American Ultra 2 Telecaster, this color is called White Avalanche, or just Avalanche, I think, right? This guitar has the same curve as the Strat. The upper arm curve is not as boxy anymore. The Fender guys finally addressed it, but only in the highest end of Telecaster that they sell in terms of production models, excluding custom shop. They addressed it there. But I think it's a little too late. I genuinely think that's a little too late for Fender to do that, because the Fender fan base wants everything to be, more often than not, wants things to be true to origin. And they would probably would prefer a boxy Telecaster, I would assume. Because if you fantasize the old stuff, the 50s stuff, that's where you would go. And so one of the things that a lot of companies that did twang style electric guitars was to address that. And ESP was one of those companies. Right, early on it did that. And this model is one of those ones. It's not that crazy expensive. And comparing that with an American Ultra 2, but it has the modern playability that is there, and it's like half the price of American Ultra. But it just has a much better playability. Yeah. The modern playability. And so this is one of those ones that I thought like, if you have a company like LTD and you're not addressing those issues, I don't know why you're doing a T-shaped guitar. I just don't know why. You know. But anyways, I thought to bring that up. I thought that was like a thing that got my eyes when I started to check this guitar out. Zuhair says, "Good night, Sorenzo. Be well. You too, brother. Take care of yourself. I'll see you around." So guys, this guitar is the LTD TH1000. It's in the 1000 series. So you have the EC1000, very famous. It's in the 1000 series. It is, from my understanding, a guitar that is really designed for like smaller gig players, professional smaller gig players, right? Sort of like really simple, enough good quality to take it out there, but not like a hefty price tag, right? So here's the specs on this baby. You have a bolt-on guitar, obviously, right? Swamp ash body, which is nice, because swamp ash, like, there are different types of ash wood guitars. Like northern ash is really heavy, right? But swamp ash is really nice and light and bright sounding tone wood. So it has a swamp ash body, 3-piece roasted maple neck. I dig this neck so much. We dig this neck. 3-piece roasted maple neck. A Makassar ebony fingerboard. Fingerboard radius 350 mils. What is that? 12 inches? Millimeters to inch. 14 inches. I was right. 1377. Yeah. 14 inches in fingerboard radius. Snow white finish. 42 mil nut width. We love that. A black bone nut. Thin U-neck contour. 24 extra jumbo stainless steel frets. We love that too. Locking LTD tuners. Comes with a hip shot bridge. You guys know it's my favorite. Love those. Here we go. And then comes with a Seymour Duncan Mortal Coil 3-voice humbucker. So the Mortal Coil 3-voice humbuckers is kind of like what Seymour Duncan did following Fishman Fluence's footsteps. So it's not, you get a pickup that is multi-voiced, if you guys know what I mean. Right? There's a difference between that and coil splittage. So we got 2 of those in the neck and in the bridge. Both are direct mounts, so no rings or anything else. Your volume and tone got push and pulls, and you got a 3-way switch, and obviously the push and pull is for changing of the voices of those pickups. Comes at 1046 D'Addario XLs. That's the strings that comes with it. I like those. And it has a case that is not included in the guitar. Shall we listen to this guitar together? Let's check it out together. Boom, 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 boom. I'll give you guys some volume.
Yeah, so that was the playing. Um, Surprised, to be honest with you. I watched this video earlier. I watched it yesterday, I think, and I was like, oh, I was expecting like a heavy metal song, and it turned out to be an instrumental. Like it sounded like Joe Satriani stuff. It sounded like Steve Vai stuff. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Ryu says, I like it, even though it's a little boxy. It is a little thick, right? You could see that in terms of like the contours at the top. You could see the light reflecting differently on it. If I can take you to that video again. Hold on. So if I take you here, see that? That reflection? So there's a little bit of a contour going on there, right? You can clearly see that. That's where the contour is. However, you look at here, it's still a thick guitar. It's not a thin, slim guitar by no means whatsoever. But you can see how the contour is still there at the corner. Like this is where I'm talking about. Here. You can see the contour there, but it is very boxy. I agree with you. Yeah, I really dig the white one. For some reason, I thought it was great. And I think that white guitars usually go really well with roasted maple necks. Like that's a nice combination, the white and the roasted maple. Yeah. Ryu says, I like it, even though it's a little boxy. I agree with you. I liked it too. I thought it was great. Just, I don't know, man. It's simple. It's nice. It's elegant. String through, hip shot bridge, minimalistic, like electronics. Yeah. Would have been nicer if the body was a little thinner and the contours were a little bit more, a little stronger, I guess. But it's a great guitar. It's a super good guitar. Like, we're being peaky about stuff. It's a great guitar, I think. Yeah. The Doroteo says, this guitar is loaded with all the bells and whistles. Such a good way to put it. Yeah. Very, very optimized to sell online. You're right. That's a smart thing you said, dude. This guitar is loaded with all the bells and whistles. You're absolutely right. If by bells and whistles you meant like stuff that sell, the stuff that look good on a spec sheet, you're spot on. You are spot on, my friend. It's loaded with those. And by the way, those are good features. I'm not saying it's only for the sake of marketing. I mean, like, roasted maple is roasted maple. You can't twist that around. You know what I mean? You take the moisture out of the wood, bring it down to like 3-4%. Well, and caramelize it. That says something about like the stability of the if it's done well, right? Which you would expect that LTD knows how to do it by now. Like ESP guys know how to do it by now. Because if it's not done well, for example, talking about roasted maple, your neck starts to crack like crazy. Like your fretboard starts to crack, the neck starts to crack. If it's not done well, it turns your guitar neck into Cheetos. Like just cracking and falling off and things of that nature. How much? $1,400 US dollars. But yeah, the bridge, the stainless steel extra jumbo, black bone nut. You're right. It has all the bells and whistles on it. Locking tuners. Yeah. Very smart. Very, very, very well said. I liked it. Sorry, Ryu. I said 1,400. I made a mistake. 1,500. My apologies. It's a $1,500 guitar. And it's a Korean-made guitar, by the way. It's made by World Musical Instruments in Korea. It's not Indonesian-made. It's not in Court. It's a Korean guitar. You can see it from W. When the code says W, that's usually from the World. And it says made in Korea. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it says made in Korea. Yeah. But when you see the W, that's the World Musical Instruments in Korea. Very well, very, very well established and a reputable guitar manufacturing company. Yeah. So there we go. Boom. And what was that? 7 pound, 8 pounds? Yeah, around 8 pounds. Yeehaw. We like it. We really dig this guitar. Yeah. Ryu says Korea makes good stuff. 100% with you. 100% with you on that. Yeah, I've had a couple of really good Korean guitars are great. Really great. World Musical Instrument Corp. That's just they're just great at what they do. There's no questions about it. So, yeah. All right, y'all. I think we're gonna leave it here. I think we've covered everything we wanted to cover today. We talked about the Manson guitar. We talked about a Joe Satriani article, a Kiesel guitar, BC Rich, and then this. And most importantly, I think we had a really good chat today. Like I enjoyed the conversations today. Yeah. No, appreciate you guys hanging out. So with that said, y'all, I'm gonna leave it here. If you guys just please don't forget to email me. Just email me your email, and I've got my iCloud open now, actually. So that I don't keep you guys waiting for longer. There we go. I've got it. There we go. It's there. So, oops. There we go. That's my two-factor authenticator. Allow. And yeah, I've got it open so that I don't miss these emails if by any chance you got to put it there. And what I'm going to do for the stream, I'm going to do 3 things before next week. Because we're going like broader now. I am going to, number 1, figure out how I can reduce the latency of your chats, because I really want to chat with you in real time. I don't want you to wait 15 seconds to see your chat on the screen. So I'll figure something out. If there's anything to figure out about it, I'll find it. That's the first thing I'm going to do. The second thing I'm going to do is that we're going to be changing some of our stringers. So we're going to change those stingers a little. And then the third thing we're going to do is that in all likelihood, instead of going live on Twitch, because I go live on Twitch and on YouTube, I'm going to probably go live on YouTube and Facebook. So we're changing Twitch for Facebook. And the reason I'm not going to go live on all 3 of them is because of upload speeds. I don't want you guys to lose the quality of the stream, because right now it's 1080 with 60 frames per second. That's what you should be receiving. If it's not what you're seeing right now on YouTube, change your stream quality setting, because this should come to you as 1080. 1080, 60 frames per second. So nice and smooth. But I don't want you to lose that. So that's why I'm not going live on 3. But I think we've been doing the Twitch for all the 83 episodes that I did the YouTube. And Twitch is more like a gaming platform. It's for like gamers, right? So in all likelihood, given the fact that we have about 16,000 followers on the Facebook page, that there's the like guitar loving people, in all likelihood, we'll go live on Facebook instead of Twitch moving forward. So latency, stingers, and switching Facebook for Twitch. That's what we will do for our next stream. And that's about it, y'all. That is about it for our most athletic friends. Ryu, Dorotio, Zuhair, Yokilla on Twitch, everybody who joined us today, whether you were in the chat or you were not, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today.
In the quiet of the night,
what more can I
I
say?
hear a whisper
What
in
more
the wide,
can I say?
a fragile tone that pulls me gently through
Life's
the
short.
fire.
If you love your guitar,
Every chord
pick it up.
remembers you.
Selfishly, a couple of hours a
Every
day.
note becomes
Play it.
a name. I'm
God loved
reaching
ones,
through
do not hesitate.
crazy
Tell them you love them.
nothing's
Today,
sounds that
give them that nice warm hug.
I feel
Because, man, we don't know when the curtain closes.
like a truth I can't
We don't know where the curtain closes. Doroteo says, I just emailed you. Got it, pal. I've got my email here. I'm refreshing it. See if I can got your email. I got your email. Doroteo, got your email. I'll send you the code soon. Anyways, everybody, thanks for hanging out. Take a good care of yourself. Oyasumi. Oyasumi means good night. Good night, everybody. Happy Saturday. Have a great rest of the weekend. And I'll see you in the next video, in the next live. Of course. Mwah. Love you guys. Take a good care of yourselves. Woo.
The world is made of silver strings and unresolved desires. I chase the tone that once was yours through broken amplifiers. You fade into the reverb, but I still can't let it win. I hear you in the distance, pulling me up.
Good night, Metal Maniacs.
I feel the air.
Didn't want to miss that shit. Night, everybody. Of Sorenzo. Hold me in the static, guide me through the dark. Every fading memory still reaches for my heart. I'm falling through the echoes, still searching for your glow. And every wave that crashes in reminds me where to go. Oh, Mr. Sorenzo, I'm lost inside your overflow. I'm standing, but I'm drifting in the echoes. Echoes of Sorenzo.